Blog Talk Radio. Hi, this is Margo. This is Monday, November 7th, 2016, and it's morning here for me. Day before the elections, and things are really getting crazy and ramped up, so I just wanted to come on and talk to everyone about what's going on and my thoughts. And I got a recent message in, had a visit with my highest source, which is God, and I'm going to read you some of that, talk to you about that, about, what I see could be happening in the near future. But the title of this program today is Hell is Manifesting Here on Earth Now. I've been wanting to do this show for the last couple of days since all the stuff has been coming out on WikiLeaks, all the new stuff about the Clintons and, all of their cronies and everything, about the emails and the satanic stuff that they're involved in, satanic rituals. It is evil, it is dark, and all of the pedophilia that they're involved with. And the fact that, they're not going to be prosecuted just goes to show how evil and dark the whole system is. It's all dark, and it doesn't matter if anyone comes on and says, we're going to prosecute them or we're going to send them away and all that stuff. Everybody's in their back pocket. And so many people have been involved. Thousands, probably thousands of people. I don't know. I'm not on the inside. I'm just looking at it. I'm just watching this Rocky Horror Picture Show unfold right in front of our eyes here, manifesting here. And I'm kind of stunned, but I kind of knew in the back of my mind that they were involved in this. I knew that it was dark and evil on a lot of different levels, but to really see it come out and be in the media now, and to see that no one's going to go to jail, no one's going to be prosecuted more than likely, it's just really disheartening, and it's sickening, and it's depressing, and it's disgusting, and it's frustrating, and where's the goodness anymore? It's like the goodness has left, and I believe this is hell manifesting here on earth. And I did see it, and I did talk about it. I've been talking about how we're moving into 4D, and we're in the middle of 4D, and in order to get to 5D, we've got to go through 4D, which is the lower astral realm, and it's where the demonic entities work, and they interface with technology. A lot of technology is what I've seen in my work that I do with my clients, and it's very evil and dark, and if you give them a foothold, if you give them an open door, they'll come in and mess your life up big time in any way that they can. And this is what is happening. And I saw, how this is how we were going to be moving through this and how it would be manifesting here in 3D as the veils are thinned, as we move further into it. And I talked all about it in my Ascension series. It was Brother Juan and the Great One, the Soul of the Earth, who was talking about how all this was going to be set up, and now it's manifesting. It's right here. And I tried to do a broadcast yesterday, but I really couldn't. I was just basically sobbing for about an hour when I was really thinking that this is the end. And I really do think it's the end. And I'm grieving. A lot of people are grieving. A lot of people are having a hard time sleeping in the last few days. I know I have. I've been praying like half the night, a lot of nights, just asking for a spirit of peace to come over our country, to come into our hearts, to cover the election, because, then there's this new thing come out that the Muslims are going to be targeting in some of the major cities, targeting the polling booths and be trying to kill people. They're trying to kill us. I mean, they're not hiding about it. They are trying to kill as many people in the Western world, white people and Christians, as possible. And if this is not evil, I don't know what is. And in Germany, they have legalized rape of white women, and women are being raped to death. Women in wheelchairs, old women, like in their 90s, being raped to death by these Muslim rape gangs going around. And the little boys are being raped, and, women are not safe over there. And if Hillary gets in, she said she's going to, just let the Muslims in. And so here we go. This is the end. This is the end, and I think everybody knows it, and we're all sickened by it. And even though Trump is very popular, he will probably win the popular vote. But it's been shown now recently, too, how all of the voting booths are rigged with this fractionalized voting. So all you have to do is do a search. All you have to do is educate yourself to see that the dark side is in control. CERN is opening up, letting entities in. It's all over the place. So I thought what I would do, and if anyone's listening and wants to call in with their comments or suggestions or experiences about how hell is manifesting here on Earth now, the call-in number is 845-262-0773. So I'm going to read to you just this last chapter out of my Ascension book. Again, I read it before, but it bears reading again, because this is exactly what's happening right here, right now. The demons are manifesting here. Okay, and this is called Is Earth Ascending? A New Perspective on Heaven and Hell. And it's also an article on my website, margoshealingcorner.com. As I delve deeper into this work, my own experiences become more and more amazing, especially when removing implants from people and viewing into the other dimensions to heal and align their other dimensional bodies. I was recently working with a client, and I had one of those experiences. I'd removed their implants and given them the shielding technique. Then, while viewing the other dimensions for attacks on their bodies, I saw some amazing things on 4D and 5D. I also received clarification regarding Earth's ascension and heaven and hell. I always start this part of the session by viewing on the highest dimension that I'm guided to, and then work my way down to 1D. In this particular session, when I came to 5D, I saw the Arcturians there. I know the Arcturians are from higher than the fifth dimension, but they can manifest on any dimension. They basically go where they are needed. I saw them monitoring the fifth dimension, which I also realized is the Christian heaven. They are protecting it and keeping it ready for the Great One, what I call the soul of the earth. They will be overseeing the birth of our planet into 5D and monitoring which souls will come along. I've also received information in the past that as the earth moves forward, there will come a point when the timelines will split. One timeline will involve the earth moving into 5D along with the highest spiritual or awakened souls. In that timeline, it will be like what is described in the Bible as the new earth and 1,000 years of peace. The dark masters and rulers will not be able to go to that world. In the other timeline, there will be a dead planet as the soul of the earth will have left. The dark rulers will continue to reign with their technology and artificial intelligence. In this realm, the humans who did not move into 5D will be enslaved by the transhumanist movement and will become robots themselves. This will be a pocket dimension from which no one will be able to escape, and it will eventually self-destruct. I'm just going to stop there for a moment. This is exactly what's happening and being set up. They're putting in the electronic grid. They're trying to Wi-Fi the whole Earth. Once they get that done, we're done. I mean, they can just beam us and control whatever they want. We don't even have to be chipped. When I viewed 4D, I saw much darkness, demons, earthbound spirits, black Nazi UFOs, technology, control panels, chaos, and what I would describe as hell. The message I received at this point was that the earth is ascending, but it cannot jump directly from 3D to 5D. In order to get to 5D, it has to go through 4D. I then thought of the Mayan calendar and about the last age ending in 2012, at which point the earth would move to a new reality. I believe the ascension did start then, but instead of moving immediately into the better reality, it started moving into 4D. CERN came fully online in 2009. I also believe it is playing a big part in opening up dark portals and allowing the dark demonic entities into this world. The world has been witnessing an ever-increasing evil in every aspect. Every form of life on the planet is under assault. It has only been getting worse. I believe it is because we are actually moving deeper into 4D. In 4D, the darkness rules. We are in Satan's domain. The rules have changed. Human rights are becoming non-existent. Blood sacrifices and dark rituals are coming out in the open. This is exactly what's coming out in the open. And I saw it all. And I've been seeing this for years. And it's been communicated to me by my guides. This is exactly what it is. Satanism and pedophilia is being openly displayed. With genetic modification, the sacredness of God's creation is being destroyed and perverted. I now understand this is all part of this dark fourth dimension. I also understand that as we pass through this realm, we must be the most discerning and wise. We must not be lured off our spiritual path. The spiritual path and our divine connection is the only thing we should be concerned with. And I've never been a Bible-thumping Christian. Much of my life I didn't think about Jesus or consider I was not doing what I was supposed to be doing. I never thought much about hell. I didn't know if it existed or not. At certain times in my life, I considered myself to be an atheist. I followed the New Age movement quite a lot, and much of my work was considered New Age. But now I'm seeing how the dark forces have infiltrated everything on this planet in order to control and manipulate as many souls as possible to their side. I believe that many people following the New Age are being completely deceived. They think that everything is love and light. They don't believe there is evil, and they think nothing bad will befall them. Well, how do you explain Christians being beheaded because of their belief? Is that not evil? Is sacrificing innocent children for the dark ones to drink their blood not evil? Is poisoning our water and food on the entire planet not evil? The list of atrocities goes on and on. We have all been victims here, but the time is coming for us to awaken and not be victims any longer. Going through 4D is the hardest part of this journey. This is when the darkness will prevail and will be the most encompassing. This is also the time in which the dark ones will be able to influence people the most and lure them to the dark path. Many will go unknowingly simply by living their lives and being unaware. They are asleep to the reality of this horror. If one is aligned with God, Jesus, and the light forces, one can be guided through the maze ahead and cloaked and protected. In my work, I've seen clients come into direct contact with Jesus along with their angels, guides, and their star family. They are not separate. They are all part of the same team. I've seen the Galactic Council many times and the various beings that meet concerning the well-being of Earth and its inhabitants. I know this sounds fantastic, but this is more real to me than what I see with my 3D eyes. The more I do this work, the more I am confirmed in what I see and experience, and the closer I come to God and Jesus on a very personal level. They are here, and we can contact them. They want us to reach out, and until we do, they remain in the background. A division of the planet is coming. We can see it happening. When the time comes to make the choice, which will you make? Consider this. By not making a choice, you have chosen the lower path by default, the one that most people will go on. Is that what you really want? And could Jesus' descent into hell and rescuing the saints be his coming to rescue us as we move through the fourth dimension? And I put that on my website on May 13th of this year. I had seen all of that just a few days before that. Brought it all into context. And it's just been getting darker and darker. And now all the truth is coming out. And I did a recent session to get more information in. This last Sunday, I did the session. And here's the message from God. I'm not going to read it all word for word because there's a lot of personal instruction in here, but I'm going to paraphrase some of it. This is the dividing time. And saying that the dividing time people will be having to make a choice between dark and light, evil and good. There's not going to be anything in between. And then it goes on and talks about once the soul of the earth leaves, there will be no good energy. And then the people trapped here, they will be trapped in that dark dimension, and there won't be anyone getting out. But in order to ascend or to go to heaven, and the Christians are not the only ones going to heaven, by the way. And it explains all you have to do is be a good person and be open, have a good heart, and not be deceiving anyone or doing anything to keep your mind shut from possibilities. That's the criteria for being chosen to go to the higher dimension in the other timeline. It's going to help if you've accepted Jesus and asked for help, but these are the main criteria. But many will be swept away in the tides, in the volcano, in the lava, the flow, just like a tidal wave. They will be swept away. And there's a lot of other stuff here. And then she goes on saying, talking about the election time, that there will be a catastrophic change in the psychic atmosphere after the election. Saying that if martial law is put in and Hillary gets in, and she starts letting in all the Muslims, and then there will be all the rapes and everything, it won't be safe to be here, and many light workers will go ahead and be taken out. And even though it won't be exactly the time of the ascension, they'll go ahead and be taken out of harm's way, and they will be taken out onto ships, the vessel, spaceships, and some people will continue their work from the vessel. Time is short. Time is so short. The machine has everything in place. The electronic grid is almost complete. By mid-2017, it will be complete. There will be no one getting in or out after that. Then whoever is left here, it will be left up to them fighting it out, duking it out over the last few morsels. There will be much cannibalism. The Anunnaki gods are coming back. They will be the ones to set up the new world order, and they will be the ones to command the mark of the beast. This is why the electronic prison is necessary. They desire it because they know that's the only way they will be able to control all the people that are left. And saying that I will be gone by then, and many of the light workers will be gone by then. But in the meantime, I'm here. As long as I'm here, I will continue working with people as they come to me, removing implants and removing dark entities if they have them, helping them reconnect with their divine connection. I do work directly with God and Jesus and the angels, and it's powerful work. It's strong work. It's not for everyone, but I recommend everyone just sit tight, get your discerning tap on, open your minds. Don't be afraid to call on Jesus and God when things get really dark, because that's the only thing that's going to really help you and save you when it gets so dark. But this is the beginning. And everybody feels it. They can feel it coming. So my suggestion is get right with God while you have a chance. Get right with God and Jesus. And if you have a chance to stock up on some food and water, go ahead and do that. But if you're aligned with God and Jesus and the light forces, walk tall and don't have any fear. Don't have any fear. And if you die, you die. if we die, we die. I mean, there are worse things than death. But if you're right with God and your spirit's right, you know, there's nothing to be afraid of with dying, because when we die, we're just shedding this physical suit. Our spirit lives on. Our soul lives on. And we will get a new body, you know. When we get to 5D, we'll have a new body. So it doesn't matter. And I'm not afraid of whatever happens. I don't know what's going to happen. For me, the area I'm living in, I really don't know. But I do think that a lot of people are going to be not here in the near future. And so I'm just going to pray for everyone. I pray that a spirit of peace comes over everyone. A spirit of peace comes over the elections, all of the polling booths, and that everyone is protected, and that people have discernment and people have wisdom as they go forward in these last few days, hours, weeks, maybe months. I don't know how long we have. We have until we're not here. But we need to be here and fighting the darkness as much as we can and standing up for what we know is right and correct in our hearts. My website is margoshealingcorner.com. I'm a hypnotist, holistic life coach, and spiritual healer. And I work worldwide. I do all my sessions on the phone or via Skype on the internet. So until everything goes down, I'll still be here. I'll be doing broadcasts as I feel led to. My YouTube channel is Margo's Healing Corner too. So I wish everyone Godspeed, God bless. May a spirit of peace be over you. Have no fear, but do get right. Get right with God. Forgive the ones that you're holding a grudge against. Forgive yourself and forgive God, because we've made our choices, and if we opened paths, we've opened doorways for the dark side to come into our lives, then we've been manipulated. And we've been manipulated whether we know it or not by this satanic force, the dark mind, and what Richard Sauter calls the machine. It's here. It's AI. It's satanic. It's taking over. But it cannot take over our souls, and that's what it wants. And this is a battle. This is a battle manifesting here. This is a spiritual battle. The only fix is spiritual. There is not a physical fix. It's a spiritual fix. So save your soul. So that's my message for today. I wish everyone peace in these dark days coming. Peace of mind. And open your heart to Jesus. And God bless. Stay cloaked and shields up. And until next time, goodbye.